Hello everyone, myself Sowmya, Assistant Professor in CSE AIML Department, MLR Institute of Technology. In this video, we are going to discuss about jQuery effects. The previous video, we have seen animations. So now we will see effects in this video. So coming to the overview of this presentation, so this video will cover jQuery effects. So all these are effects only using different types of effects. So the first one will perform hide and show, and the second one will perform fading, right? And the third one will perform sliding. And all these we will explain, I'll explain with the example applications. So the first one is hide and show, right? So for this purpose, you are using two methods called one is hide and the other one is show. So we know the common syntax of jQuery. So $of_selector dot hide function and $of_selector show function, right? So this hide and show function will take two optional parameters. So the first one is speed and the second one is callback. So speed in the sense how much speed, like with what speed you want to apply this function hide and show, right? So we have slow, fast and milliseconds values for this speed value, and callback. After performing this hiding or showing functionality, like which function I should execute, like callback in the sense after completing the action, if it comes back, what it should execute. So that is called as callback function. But these two are optional parameters. So we'll take one example for hide and show here, right? So this is common for all the jQuery applications to include the jQuery library. So whenever my document is ready, whenever I click on the element, I don't know whether it is button or not. Whenever I click on the element, which element I am clicking? The element which is having the ID as hide. Why I am saying ID? Why? Because I am mentioning hash here. If I write hash, what it indicates? It is a ID, right? So hash hide is a ID of that element. If I click on that element, so P will be hidden. So paragraph will be hidden. So I don't know what is hide and what is P here. The same way, if I click on the element with the ID show, that P will be shown, paragraph will be shown. So now in the body section, I am creating a paragraph. So if you click on the hide button, I will disappear. Then followed by, I am creating two buttons. So one is hide button and the other one is show button. So what happens here, I will get a paragraph text followed by two buttons. If I click on the hide button, this will be hidden. If I click on the show button, it will be shown. So that is the effects you are applying in this program. So this is the output I'll get. This is the paragraph followed by two buttons. If I click on hide, this data will be hidden. And if I click on show, this data will be shown. We'll execute this program and check the output. So this is the output I am getting. If you click on the hide button, I will disappear. If I click on hide, see it will be disappear, and if I click on show, this will be shown. So hide and show. So next I am taking another program for this hide and show only. So this is the common code for all the jQuery application to include the jQuery library. So whenever a document is ready, whenever you click on the button, we have only one button here. When you click on that button, the paragraph will be hidden. See, this is similar to the previous program, but here I am specifying the time also. So previously I didn't mention any parameters, but generally hide and show will take two parameters. One is speed and the other one is callback function. So here I am specifying the speed as 1000 milliseconds. So with that speed, it will be hidden. So in the body section, I am creating a button followed by two paragraphs. So this logic will be applied both the paragraphs. See why? Because I simply have written P. So P in the sense all the paragraphs in our program, right? So this is the output I'll get. Hide is a button followed by two lines of text, two paragraphs. If I click on this hide, this will be hidden. But how it will be hidden? With the speed 1000 milliseconds. Right. So this is a button I am getting followed by two paragraphs. If I click on this button, See, it is hiding, but the speed you can observe. In the previous program, it is hidden, but like all of suddenly it has been disappeared. But now if I click on this hide button, slowly it is disappearing. Slowly it is hiding the text. Why? Because I have given the speed also in this program. So next is toggle. So show and hide and show two functions we have used in the previous program. But I don't want to use two functions, but I want to apply both show and hide on a single button. Then you can use toggle. So toggle function will perform both show and hide. If it is showing, so presently the text is showing, if I click on the button, that will be hidden. If it is hiding presently, if I click on the button, automatically it will be shown. So both the things will be performed by this toggle. So it will perform both show and hide. So this is the syntax of toggle. It will also take two parameters, speed and callback. So speed, how much speed you want, with what speed you want to apply this toggle function, and the callback function. After completing the animation or effect, toggling, right? So after coming back from the toggling, which function you want to execute. If you have any function to execute, then you can pass that function name here. So this is an example application. This is common for all jQuery application. So whenever your document is ready and whenever you click on this button, the P will be toggled. So if you observe here, you have only one button here. But in the first program, we have show button as well as hide button. To perform the actions of hide and show, we are using a single button here. If I click on it, so this paragraph will be toggled. Toggled in the sense, presently, if it is presently displaying and after clicking the button, it will be hidden. Hide will be applied. And it is not displaying now, no paragraph is there, simply button is there. If I click on the button, then the paragraph will be appeared, it will be shown. So in the body section, I am creating a button and then followed by two paragraphs I am creating. So if I click on this button, so initially it is showing. If I click on this button, two paragraphs will be hidden. And again if I click on this button, it will be shown. See, we have one button followed by two paragraphs. If I click on this button, see, that will be hidden. I didn't give any speed, so that's why all of suddenly it has been disappeared. Again, if I click on it, it will be shown. So that is toggle. For a single click, for a single button, you can apply both show and hide. So next is jQuery effects. So here in the previous slides, we have discussed about show, hide and toggle. So now we have different effects called fading. So we know the fading in the sense like out of visibility. The element will go out of the visibility, right? So how much percentage of the image or the division is displaying, right? So that is nothing but fading. So here we have different fading methods. So one is fade in, fade out, fade toggle and fade to. So we will discuss all these methods one by one with example applications. So first one is fade in method. So fade in method is used to fade in a hidden element. So fade in the sense it will be appeared. And the syntax of this fade in method is it is taking two parameters, speed and callback, similar to the previous methods. Speed in the sense with what speed you want to apply this effect, and the callback after completing this, which function you want to execute. So for speed we have values like slow, fast, or you can pass the milliseconds. So coming to the example application, so this is the common code for all jQuery application. Whenever your document is ready and whenever you click on the button, you are applying three different functions here. Fade in function only, but three different syntaxes you are using here. In the first one, you are simply calling the function. Without passing any parameters. We will see what happens. So you are applying fade in function for division 1. And you are applying the second fade in function for division 2. So what is second fade in function? The same fade in function, but the speed is slow. And coming to this third function, you are applying for the division 3, and here you are passing the time in milliseconds, 3000 milliseconds. The speed of this effect is 3000 milliseconds. So the first one is the default speed, second one is slow speed, and the third one is 3000 millisecond speed. So now we need to create a button followed by three divisions also. In the body section, I'm just giving a paragraph just to understand this program, and followed by one button and 3 divisions. The first division name ID you are giving as div1, div2, div3. And coming to the style, so for all the divisions, the width and height are common. So display in the sense none. Initially, you're not displaying anything. And the background color of the first division is red, green and blue. Right? So fade in the sense it should be displayed. But initially nothing is displayed. Whenever you click on the button, then it should be displayed using the fade in function. So that's for the fade in method, right? So fade in method is used to fade in a hidden element. So the elements are there here. We are creating 3 divisions, but initially all are hidden. Why? Because we have given display value as none. Right? So no element will be displayed initially, but whenever you click on the button, then all the 3 divisions will be displayed. But how it will be displayed? By applying this fx. So one is fade in normally, the second one slowly, and the third one is using 3000 milliseconds. So this is the output I'll get. Initially I don't get any divisions. So normal paragraph message followed by button. If you click on that button, then you will get the 3 different divisions with the colors, provided colors. So initially I'm not getting any divisions. If I click on it, say I'm getting the 3 divisions, but you can observe the first one is the default speed, second one slowly in the sense automatically we are getting like first one only. Coming to the third one, it is coming slowly. Why? Because we have given the time as 3000 milliseconds. Again I'll show you. See, first two almost at the same time they are coming, but coming to the third one you're giving time like 3000. So that's why it is coming slowly. And I will also try. See, we are giving slow, I am removing, I am giving 5000 milliseconds. Now, if I check, see, first one is coming, then third one is coming, and then later on, second one is coming. Why? Because for the second one, I have given the time as 5000 milliseconds. So, this is about fading. So, fading in the sense, it will display the elements which are in hidden position. And next is fade out. So, fade out in the sense, it will fade out the visible elements. So, whatever the elements you are displaying, that will be faded out. So, for this fade out also, the syntax is same. It will take 2 parameters just like fade in or show and display method. Sorry, show and hide method, speed and callback. So, coming to the program. So, this is a library file of jQuery. Whenever a document is ready and whenever you click on this button, again you are applying the same 3 functions here. So, one is with fade out for division 1, fade out slowly for division 2, fade out with 3000 milliseconds for division 3. And here the body will be same. So, one button followed by 3 divisions. So, for these 3 divisions, you are giving IDs div1, div2, div3 and the style also you are providing. So, red color, green color, blue color, right? And initially all will be displayed. Why? Because I am not giving any display here, right? So, previously display is equal to none. That means no division should be displayed initially. But here I am displaying all the 3 divisions. So, in the output I will get like this. Whenever I execute my program, initially I will get all these 3 divisions. But whenever I click on it, all will be hidden. So, that is a fade out method. So, initially I am getting these 3. If you click on it, so first one with the normal speed it should go, second one slowly it should go, third one with the 3000 milliseconds it should disappear. See, first two almost with the same time it will remove, I mean it will be hidden, but coming to the third one it is slowly with the 3000 milliseconds it will be hidden. So, you can observe again. So, first two almost it is hiding at same time. So, next is fade toggle. I want to apply both fade in and fade out at a time. Then you can use fade toggle method to perform both the actions. So, for this fade toggle also same syntax, it will take 2 parameters, speed and callback. So now this is the example application, and this code is common for all the applications to take the jQuery library. And whenever my document is ready and whenever you click on the button, so you are applying three different methods here. I mean the same method with different signature. So the first one is fade toggle without any parameters on the division 1, and the second one is fade toggle with the slow speed, and for the third one fade toggle with the 3000 millisecond speed for division 3. And coming to the body section, we have one button and followed by 3 divisions with the IDs div1, div2, div3 and with the styles provided. So initially all the 3 divisions will be displayed. Why? Because I am not giving display is equal to none. Initially all the 3 divisions will be displayed. So this is the output I will get here. If I click on the button, this will be disappeared. If I again click on the button, then this will be shown. So the toggling in the sense, for every click it will perform show, and for the next click it will perform hide. So like that it will be performed. So initially I am getting all these 3. Now if I click on the first one, so it is hiding according to the syntax we have given. If I again click on it, it will be displayed. So with the same thing. So fade in, fade out, fade in, fade out, that will be repeated here. So next is fade to. So fade to method will give the fading to a given opacity. Opacity in the sense, in the previous what we call videos, we have discussed like how much percentage of color it should show, like whether it is in light color or dark color, like that you can specify. The range will be in the form of 0 to 1. So here fade to function will take 3 different values, like in the previous like the previous methods are taking only 2 parameters, speed and callback. But here we are also, I mean this method is also taking additional parameter, opacity. So speed we know, slow, fast, or the time you can mention in the milliseconds. And callback we know, after completing this function, after completing this functionality or effect, what you want to execute. But the second parameter is opacity. You can specify how much percentage of color or how much percentage of brightness you want to display. So it will be in the range of 0 to 1. So this is common for all jQuery application, and whenever your document is ready and whenever you click on the button, so again you're taking 3 divisions to apply this fade to function, and fade to function you're calling for 3 times, and in all the 3 cases you are choosing the speed as slow only, but coming to the opacity value, so 0.15 it is lesser, 0.4 it is little bit more, 0.7 is still more, right? So we will see the output. By seeing the output you can understand what do you mean by opacity. And coming to the body section, we have created a button followed by 3 divisions just like your previous program. So div1, div2, div3 and with the provided styles, red, green and blue, and initially all will be displayed. So this is the output I will get. But if you click on this button, what happens we will see. So initially I am getting all these 3. If I click on it, so you can observe. So the first one is 0.15. So that's why it is almost invisible, right? So the light color it is showing. And the second one we have given 0.4 or 0.3 I think so, right? So you are getting little bit color, and 0.7 is almost near to 1. So that's why you are getting little bit more color. So that is about fading. So next effect is sliding. So here to perform the sliding effect, slide down, slide up, to perform that sliding effect you are using this slide function, right? We have 3 different types of sliding techniques here: slide down, slide up and slide toggle. So coming to the slide down. So slide down method, it is used to slide down the element. If I click on it, that slide down will be opened. So again this method is taking two parameters, one is speed and the other one is callback. And coming to the example application, this is a common code for all the jQuery applications to use the library. And whenever my document is ready and whenever you click on an element with the ID flip, then what you are doing, you are performing the slide down with the speed slow. For which element you are performing the slide down? The element which is having the ID panel. So only slide down you are applying here, right? So what do you mean, like what is flip and panel? We will discuss here. So now panel and flip, for these two IDs I am applying the styles. So here I have opened the style tag, and for these two tags, I mean for these two elements, the elements which are having these IDs, I am applying the styles. So what is the style? Padding is 5 pixels, the spacing. Text alignment is center, background color is the provided color, and border is solid border. And coming to the panel, only for panel again I am giving some separate styles. Along with these styles, for panel these styles will also be applied. So padding, the space is 50 pixels and the display is none. That means initially the panel, the downside part, it should not display. So that's why initially I am giving display as none. So now coming to the body section, I am creating two divisions here. The first division ID is flip and the second division ID is panel. So the first division is displaying a message called click to slide down the panel. If I click on it, hello world should be displayed. So that is our program. So we have two panels here, right? The first panel name is flip and the second panel is panel. So first one by default it will be displayed. Why? Because in the CSS I didn't mention. So for this flip, I am not mentioning the display, right? So display, that will be displayed by default. But coming to the panel, display is none, and that means initially it should not be displayed. So the second panel, the second division will not be displayed initially. What happens here? If I click on the first panel, if you click on the first panel, what is the first panel ID? Flip. If I click on this panel, then automatically it should slide down the panel. So whatever the panel content is there, that will be slide down with the slow motion, slow speed. So this is the output I get. So we are displaying only one division here, click to slide down panel. If I click on it, the second division will be opened here. Right. So if I execute this program, so this is the output I am getting. So the first panel, the flip panel is displaying. Now if the second panel is hiding. Initially it is not displaying. But if I click on it, so automatically the second panel is opening. So if you observe, the second panel is having the padding is more. So why? Because we have given the padding more for the second panel in the program. See, for the second panel, we have given the padding as 50 pixels, but for this flip, we have given the padding as 5 pixels only. So next is slide up. So in the previous program, we have seen the slide down. So now it should slide up. So slide up and element. The same syntax, speed and callback you are passing here. So this is common for all the programs for accessing the jQuery libraries. And whenever our document is ready and whenever you click on the first element, the first division flip, then slide up the second division slowly. That means initially 2 divisions will be displayed. But if I click on the first division, automatically this will be hidden. This will be slide up. So that is the program now. So same thing, same styles here for panel and flip, 4 styles, padding, text alignment, background color, border, solid. But coming to the panel, I am only giving the padding. Display value I am not giving. So previously we have given display as none, but now I am not giving anything. If I don't specify the display as none, initially I will get the 2 divisions. The first flip division I will get and the panel division also I will get. But what is our code? If I click on this flip division, this panel division should go up, slide up. And coming to the body section, you are creating 2 divisions with the IDs flip and panel. So this is the initial output I'll get the 2 divisions. But if I click on this first division, the second division will be slide up. So this is the output I am getting initially. If I click on the first division, flip, it is automatically sliding up. So this is slide up. And next is slide toggle. I want to perform both at a time, slide up as well as slide down. If I click on the single button, it should slide up. If it is not visible, slide down. If it is visible, it should slide up. So both functions will be performed by using slide toggle function. So again, the syntax is same, speed and callback. And this example application, so this script code is common for all the applications, jQuery application. So whenever the document is ready and whenever you click on the first flip, first division, the second division should slide toggle slowly. Slide toggle in the sense I am not saying slide up or slide down. It depends whether the second one is displaying or not. If it is displaying, it will slide up. If it is not displaying, it is slide down. So like that, both will be performed using slide toggle function. And coming to the styles, so the first one, this is same as the previous one, padding you are specifying, text alignment, background color and border. And coming to the panel, the second division, the padding is 50 pixels and display initially none. So that means in the program, you will get only one division initially. If I click on the division, the second division should be appeared automatically. If I again click on the first division, second division will be slide up. So here in the body section, you are creating 2 divisions, one with the ID flip and the one with the ID panel. So now initially I will get this one only if the first division will be displayed. If I click on it, the second division will be appeared. Again, if I click on the first division, the second division will be slide up. So initially I am getting only the first division. If I click on the first division, automatically the second division is expanding, sliding down. And again if I click on the first division, the second division will be slide up. So this will be toggled. For every click, it will perform slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. So like that will be performed using slide toggle. So that is about jQuery effects. So in this video, we have seen different effects like hide, show, toggle, sliding effects, and we have also seen the fading effects with the example applications. Thank you.